and tired of people who say that if you debate and you disagree with
internet
the
videos,
somehow you're not patriotic. I am sick and tired of people who...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gold Brain here, and I bring to you a new video. Now, last week's video was a bit more serious in its nature, so I don't want to have every single video on my channel be something serious, because, you know, this, as most of you have known, well, for those of you who've been with me throughout the years, you know, my videos can go wherever they feel like going. Sometimes one week I'm gonna do something serious, the next week I all hell breaks loose and I end up with something that's just completely strange. It's strange in a good way, not strange in a bad way. You get what I'm saying. Something strange, something spectacular, something tremendous, something bigly. And so, this is one of those videos that goes a bit out there. And this is only the first of many. I think I said that on the last video in the description, probably. I'm not entirely too sure. I don't remember what the hell I wrote in the description for the last video. I know it was long. But it's been a week. I've looked over the video occasionally. But, not to the point where I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm going to watch everything on my channel over and over and over again, because I absolutely love hearing myself speak. I don't know if you folks love hearing me speak. But you're about to hear me read for today, because I can't think of anything to say. Or that's also another reason why I'm doing this, because I can't think of anything to talk about today. Because this is just a random video out of the blue that I decided to make. And like I said, this will probably be the case as I go further into this channel. I'm just gonna make random shit like this because I'm bored. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, one video in particular that I did, I don't know if it was was it on this channel or was it on one of my previous channels, but you folks know, it was about a former president. It was a rainbow screen, a lovely deep voice, and something about Burger King, and that's about it. Something about Burger King, former president, rainbows, and deep voices, and what the next guy after him was gonna do. But anyways, for those of you who know what that video was, it was about a 5-minute long video. I was very tired when I made that video, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, without further ado, here we go to the worst story ever written. There's no author for this, so I don't know who to give credit to for this lovely masterpiece I'm about to read. There are 3 secrets a man masters: Kung Fu, the ways of the chicken, and handling a splodium. Chapter 1. They were chasing him because of the secret thing that he had. They wanted to get the secret thing, but he wouldn't give it to them, so that's why they chased him. There were a lot of them, so he had to run really fast. They chased him all through this city that was like really futuristic looking. He hid behind a big plastic object that only certain people could see through, and they couldn't, but he could, so they ran past him. But that was only some of them. So when he went running a different direction, more of them chased him some more. He ducked into a shop that sold old-timey bicycles. Those were hard to hide behind, so he went into another shop that sold appliances. This woman was just closing the door on a refrigerator, and he tried to jump inside. But there were all these shelves, and that didn't work out so good, and he almost got caught. But he ran some more out of the city, and got to the water, and there was this really cool powerboat scene. They shot at him with future guns, and their future bullets were flying all over the place. Maybe they were beams. I like beams better than bullets, don't you? So they shot lots of future beams, but missed him, but sunk the boat. But before it sunk, he jumped off into the water, and they thought he sunk with the boat and shot the water around the boat full of future beams. They made neat hissing sounds when the beams hit the water. But he didn't die because he had jumped off earlier, like I said. and was somewhere else. He did get a really bad scrape on his arm, though. He swam back to shore and ducked into a store to catch his breath because he was tired because he had been running and swimming. He couldn't remember his name because that's what they did to him. He took off his shirt when he remembered his mom and written his name in some of them. His name was LL Bean. "Can I help you?" she said. She was a really pretty girl, and he just realized he had ducked into a dress shop. She was asking him that probably because she worked there. Chapter 2. "Yes, you can," he said. "I need a dress, and need it fast. Like faster than the shavings fly off a pencil being ground down in the pencil sharpener." "That's pretty fast," she said breathlessly. "I'll do my best. We have some girls coming in later to have their bridesmaid dresses fitted. They'll never miss one, so I'm going to give you that one, closest to your size. You look like you'd fit a 94.5 to me." "Bingo," he said. "That's just my size." "Whip it out, forsooth." "For who? I thought it was for you." "That's me. Name is Sooth. Game is Booth, phone booth, if you get my drift." He winked at her cautiously. "Coming right up, Sooth," she exclaimed valiantly, brushing the sparkly pink, frizzy, ethereal bangs out of her eyes. "It's just your color, too, lavender with big puffy sleeves, I tell you. These are going to show off your biceps like nothing you ever even dreamed about in your dreamiest dreams." "Cool," he agreed readily. "Can you help me with a hat, too? Something big, I'm thinking." "Absolutely," she assented, nodding her head like one of those Bobby dolls in the back of a car window when the brakes are slammed on. "Could I interest you in getting that disgusting beard off your face, too? I just want you to look your very best while wearing our product." "Well, okay," he relented. "But this took me a long time to grow, and I'm kind of in a hurry unless you can hide me. I'm being chased, you know. It's my lot in life, always pursued, followed, trailed, stalked, chased, and honey, I am just so tired." He threw himself onto the fainting couch with a dramatic flair, sort of like you'd see in a junior high school presentation of arsenic and old lace. She came at him with a pot of leg waxing wax and slathered it all over his face, from forehead to under the chin. "I'm gonna fix you right up, honey. Best disguise you ever had. Of course, you're gonna have to be in this wedding you are stealing dress from now. But it'll be fun, and you'll be safely hidden from those relentless pursuers. Now, you just sit still a minute, and I'll bring out the dress in your petticoats." He relaxed. For the first time in days, maybe weeks. Hell, it was the first time this year. She returned bearing a giant pugfy lavender cloud of net, sequins, satin, and feathery trim. "That's just your headdress. Be right back." He was drifting off to sleep when suddenly it felt like his face and scalp were ripped off with such force that he spun around 3 times and crashed to the floor, crushing a pile of lavender stuff. "Son of a bitch," he yelled. "I'm going to kill you soon as I find my face and stick it back on, you harlot. You scum bucket crack whore demon from the pit of hell. I might have known you were into the rough stuff." "Oh, calm down for heaven's sake," she said haughtily. "You men are such sissies. I've given you a free exfoliation, and now you can't start fresh with a new hair color and eyebrows. I'm not even going to charge you for that part." Chapter 3. "Screw this," he said as he crawled around on the floor, dripping bloody face goop all over the carpet, and searching for his face. "I'm gonna find my face, and aha, here it is!" He tugged at a bunch of the shop girl's pubic hair, thinking it was his face. "Hey," she shouted, "that is not your face, and I did not give you permission to touch that." Her voice sounded like some sort of a scary monster. "Now you must pay." She gave him such a knee to his face space that he flew backwards through several walls before stopping. Just as well, he thought, as he got up and dusted himself off. I need to start running again anyway. He ran towards a crowd of people and tried to blend in. They all walked to a park. There was a party going on and several family reunions. Little kids saw him and started screaming. He figured that was a little too much tension, especially since he was already having trouble hiding the fact that he was still missing his face, and decided to run again. This time he found an open car and got into it. He was extra happy because the keys were already in it and there was a hunk of meat, fries, and a small drink sitting in the passenger's seat. He was so relieved because he was hungry and he went to take a bite of a hunk of meat. Suddenly the hunk of meat's eyes opened and a mouth appeared on the box of fries and the small drink grew a pair of ears. The mouth said, "You're lucky, friend. On a normal day, jumping into this car and trying to aid us would have gotten you shot with my buddy's gigantic earwax pellets." The small drink wiggled its ears, threateningly. The box of fries continued, "But since we're here, we're ready to leave the park anyway. Instead, you get one wish. And none of that using a wish to wish for wishes either shit." "Wowza," Sooth said, excitedly. "I wish I knew what to wish for." "Done," the box of fries said. "Wait, how?" Sooth was confused. "I don't even know what I wished for." "Well, you knew something," the box of fries said, "because look at what's shown up over there." The box of fries pointed at the windshield with one of its fries. Sooth turned and saw... Okay, that's as far as I'm willing to go on the story for today. If you want to hear more of it, just let me know. If not, either way, I'm still gonna probably continue with the rest of this story because this is quite an interesting story. There's about how many chapters does this fucking thing have? I'm gonna scroll through this. Okay, there's 17 chapters to this thing. I just read 3 of them. So if you want me to continue onward to chapter 4, like I said, which I'm probably still gonna do so anyways, because this is quite a lovely story. I guess this is. I remember how before I said I was not gonna do a series, and now this will probably end up being a series. I didn't plan on making this into a series, but you know, fuck it, I'm gonna make this into a series, and I'm gonna read the worst story ever written on this channel. Hell, I should probably read it again and then have it as an audiobook. Sell that shit on Amazon Books. Do they have audiobooks on Amazon Books? I think they have to have audiobooks on Amazon Books. Only time I ever used Amazon Books for anything was for one of my college textbooks. Well, sort of textbook. It wasn't really a textbook. It was a normal book, but hey, you get the point. Anyways, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and that'll do for this random video. And have a lovely, wonderful, whatever the fuck you want to call it, happy fun time day.
We can't sell